Crafty Kate and I run a small crochet business. On this channel we talk all things yarn and crochet. Welcome to June's edition of the Chaos Crochet Challenge. My boyfriend or fiance came up with a challenge for me this year where he wrote 12 challenges and put them in envelopes, and I pick one a month to make a video out of. So this is June's challenge and it was a fun one. So I'll take you back to May when we actually opened the envelope, and then we will jump into the challenge. Okay, we are opening the Chaos Crochet Challenge for June. I have just two options because I have the summer ones pulled because these require warm weather. So I'm a little nervous about what these are. So I thought it would be fun to open on camera and get my reaction and actually tell you guys what it says right when I open it this time. So
Are you nervous?
Here we go. Because you're mean. Some of them are mean.
No,
all right, so we have two. I picked this one, summer. Here we go. A lot of words on it.
You get the worst one.
Okay, it says, hike up Bald Mountain and make your ram. So, Bald Mountain is a hike I did last year. I think it's 10,000 feet. You start at a pretty high elevation, so it's not like I'm not hiking 10,000 feet up, but it is very high up and a lot of work to get to the top. And then, yeah, he wants me to make my ram up there. So
you guys are gonna have a good view.
it is pretty up there. I think I shared it in a video, but yeah, so I'll be showing you guys all that. Yeah, it'll be an adventure for sure. Hike up Bald Mountain and make your ram. So my backpack's gonna be full of yarn and
You're gonna
snacks.
record yourself going all the way up the mountain.
That'd be a really long video.
No, do it.
Huffing and puffing. We'll see. All right. I'm gonna have to make a plan, figure out when we can go up there. Make sure it's not snowing. It is May. It might snow. What if it snows on me? All right, well, I'll be back when I have a plan and we're headed up the mountain. Hello, it is finally time to do an update on my challenge from Nick for the month of June. So we opened the envelope towards the end of May when I did the last video. So today is June 21st. It is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to any fathers out there. But we are planning on doing the hike today. I'm making Nick go with me because this is his fault. So I was just looking up the hike. We did it last year. I did with my mom. It's 2.8 miles total. So it's not too far, but it does have 1,181 feet of elevation gain, which isn't bad considering it's 12,000 feet tall. So you start up really high, the parking lot, and then you only have to go up 1,100 feet, which is nice, but you end up 12,000 feet high with amazing views. I'm really excited to do it, and hopefully we'll see some wildlife. You can see some cool things up there, mountain goats and little pikas, the little rodents that live high up in the mountains. Those are really cute, so hopefully I can get some videos and pictures of those for you guys. We'll see how it goes. So I'm working on picking colors. I want to use Elise Veludo. And then I was telling Nick, I don't want to sit up there for an hour, 2 hours making this ram. The weather up there can be really unpredictable. High wind, it can snow any time of the year. So I just don't want to be up there too long. So I think I'm going to make the horns before we leave because that's kind of one of the bigger pieces of the ram. He said it's cheating, but I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. So I'll show you the colors I have picked. So it's all Elise Veludo. I'll tell you the color numbers. So color 199 is going to be the main color. And then for the little face, I'm going to use the cream, which is 62. And then for the feet, I'm going to use this new brown that I got. It's the same brown I used for the Siamese that I made recently. It's really pretty. It's like an extra dark brown. I'm going to have to order some more of this. I really like it. It is color 26. So those are the feet. And then for the horns, I'm going to use this $5.99. So these two are just a little bit different, but I think it'll look good as the horns. So that is our color palette. I'm going to work on the horns, get those done, and then we're gonna pack up our backpacks and head up to the mountains. Oops. So I will keep you posted as we move along through the day. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, I just finished the horns, so here they are. And I timed myself, just curious how much time I was saving myself at the top of the mountain. And these took me 40 minutes, which is crazy. I was very on task and not distracted. 40 minutes. But these are kind of the bigger piece for the whole thing. And if I forgot to tell you, I think I mentioned it in the intro 3 weeks ago. I'm making my bighorn sheep pattern. It's my own pattern. And I think he chose that one because I think you can see bighorn sheep up there. I never have, but I do think they live up there. So that's why we're making this specific pattern. But these are the biggest part of the ram. We'll have the head, the ears, the forelegs, and then the body. And then you sew the head to the body and sew the horns to the head. So the rest of it hopefully will not take too long. I'm a little bit nervous knowing these took 40 minutes, but they are a bigger piece. So hopefully this saves us some time. I know it saved us some time, but hopefully it doesn't take too long up there. So now I'm working on packing up my stuff. So we don't need to take this color because we have the horns already. So we just need the cream and then the two browns. So I'm going to pack those into my backpack. And then as far as tools, I'm going to use my new Max Carpet Bag Works crochet hook holder that I've been showing you guys. So I have it all set up. I have my big handled 6mm crochet hook in here. It does fit. And then we have Ami sticks, scissors. Down here on the little magnet we have the needles and the pins if I need them for attaching things, stitch markers, everything we need. And then I added this magnet. It doesn't come with that. I just bought magnets on Amazon and stuck one inside and on the outside. And then I put a little safety pin here for my stitch markers. So I'll be putting this in my backpack so that all of my little pieces are not just floating around in my hiking backpack. So that is the plan for that. I'll probably get a Ziploc bag for my yarn just so it doesn't get dirty, and then a Ziploc bag for the stuffing so I can squeeze the air out of it and make it really small because I don't have a huge hiking backpack. So that's the plan. I'm gonna get everything all packed up and then grab Nick and we will head up to the mountains. Hope the weather stays good. It's really nice and sunny down here, so we'll see how it goes. Bald Mountain. We're going all the way to the top of that. Okay, we're here. We made it to the trailhead. Nick is so excited. Yay! So we're gonna get out and get all our stuff. There's quite a bit of people here, so this will be interesting. But here, I'll flip you around. Here is the mountain. So we're kind of on the back of it. And then you can see all the snow up there. It's gonna be chilly at the top, so.
It is 60 degrees.
60 degrees down here at the bottom. So we're gonna get going. We'll check in a little bit.
That's really funny. Caitlin is currently dying. There she is. Come on. Chip chop. Sorry about the wind.
I just realized I forgot eyes. I forgot to put safety eyes in my bag. So we're gonna try to hopefully embroider some, but they'll be weird colors. So, oops.
What an idiot. Ewy. So how we feeling? Tired? Speak up, the ladies can't hear you.
Oh, for video, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired. See the snowmelt?
Yeah. It's very windy today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. Thanks for the breeze though.
Some snow on the trail. Good to hike through. Oh boy. Oh, it's very slippery. This is wrong.
Here's our truck. And we're up here. You having fun yet?
Oh yeah, so much fun.
Ready to crochet?
Yeah.
Need snacks?
Snacks first. So normally there's a really cool staircase right where that snow is right there. Whoops. And it almost looks like the Lord of the Rings staircase through the rocks, but that is a chunk of snow that hasn't melted yet. So we're gonna be scrambling up the side of it. And then that's the top. We're almost there. Oh, is that just a person?
Yeah.
Oh, they're right there. Sounds just like one. We made it to the top! So we're gonna find a spot, hopefully out of the wind a little bit, and then we'll start crocheting after we have some snacks.
Need the snacks. Here's the view. You guys saw it many times, but here it is. And our car is right here. Right down there. Woot woot.
Okay, so I found my spot to sit to crochet. I hope you can hear me. It's a little bit windy, but I'm sitting here. There's a cliff just right off that way. So I'm just gonna sit here. I'm probably gonna hyperlapse it, and I'll check in with you when I have stuff to share, but we're just gonna sit here in the sun and the wind and make my bighorn sheep. Okay, so we ran into our first issue. This is a disaster, but the pattern is on my phone and I'm trying to record with my phone. So we're trying to see if Nick's phone has a setting, and we're gonna film with his phone, and then I'll have my phone for the pattern. So we're gonna do a little troubleshooting and then we'll start again. Okay, we got the camera set up. I'm gonna start on the face, and then I don't have any eyes, so we won't be putting eyes on it, but we'll just see how this goes. have the head done. But like I said, we forgot the eyes, so we think we're just going to leave no eyes until we get home. So he's going to be a little funny looking. And then I have 3 little feet done. Working on the 4th one, and then we're going to move on to the legs and the body. I finished the 4 little feet, so we got all 4 feet. So now we just have the body, and then we'll sew him all together.
I'm already recording.
You are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, tell me. Okay, I finished the little body. He's looking very cute and swole. His tail is sticking straight up in the air for some reason. So I'm going to sew the horns on the head, and then we'll sew the head on. So I'm going to start that right now. Get in my little bag here. Grab some Ami sticks. Okay, I got the horns sewn on the head. He's looking very cool. We're gonna sew his little body on here, and then we'll be all done since he doesn't have eyes. Ta-da! He's all done, except for eyes. Poor little dude. Got a little bit of a wobbly head. So cute!
Mission accomplished.
We did it! Challenge completed. So I think we're gonna pack up and head down, and we'll probably record on our way down, and then I'll definitely check in with you when we get back home when I add eyes to this poor little thing. But yeah, he turned out good.
Wow, 11,846 feet above sea level.
It is now 6 o'clock. Almost to the truck. How you feeling?
Wobbly.
Very wobbly
Legs.
But we're making good time. A lot faster going down. Obviously.
Good morning. It is the next day after our hike yesterday. We did not video much when we got home, much or at all when we got home yesterday because we got home so late. We stopped to grab some dinner and then we were sore and tired, so we just kind of took the night off. But I'm here this morning to give you a little update. So I have the little ram here. So cute. Still so sad that I forgot the eyes, but I am going to embroider some eyes on it. I'm going to do that right now. And then I also think I'm going to tack the head down just a little bit. It was really hard to not only crochet but sew things together up there without my pillow that I always have in my lap or a desk to set things on. Everything was just kind of like crumpled in my lap, so that was very awkward, but I think he turned out very good for what we had to work with. That was definitely and adventure. When I finished the ram, we were hoping to get some pictures and do some stuff up there with it, but because I forgot the eyes, we kind of didn't want to do that because it doesn't look finished. So I basically finished it and then we went down. So missed out on a little bit of content there, but that's okay. I also forgot to do a cover photo, so I'm going to piece together some things. I'm sure you guys already have seen that. But yeah, so I think it was like 6:30 p.m. when we got to the bottom to the truck. So definitely took a little bit of time up there. It was very windy, but nice and sunny, so it wasn't too cold. We both had jackets on. But yeah, the wind was crazy. I had like the stuffing, I was sitting on the stuffing, and then the yarn I had to keep grabbing because it was trying to blow, and we were sitting kind of close to the cliff, so I didn't want stuff to fall down. But there wasn't a good spot up there to get out of the wind. It's all just like a big round rock covered mess. It was hard to walk on, and I was really afraid to sit somewhere with the rocks like that, because if I dropped something like my precious expensive crochet hook, it would have just disappeared down in the rocks, never to be seen again. So we had to be careful and find a spot that actually had some dirt so that if I dropped anything it wouldn't disappear, and then had to hold everything down so it didn't blow away. I will say this was the first time I traveled to crochet with this thing, and this is a lifesaver. It didn't blow away. It has everything inside ready to go. So I'll have a link down in my description for this with a coupon code if you're interested in something like this. This is the small version of the crochet hook or knitting needle case. So go check that out. And like I said, I ordered the magnet on Amazon to do the little needle thing, and then I just added a little safety pin up here for my stitch markers, and that's all I did to it. So love this thing so much. That was amazing. Yeah, so I think that's all I have to say about yesterday. Definitely a crazy challenge. I'm glad he was able to do it with me. I kind of made him do it with me because what a mean challenge. That was hard. My legs are super sore today, but it was fun. Nice to get out, get some sun. So I'm going to tack this little guy's head down a little bit, and then we'll do the eyes, and then I'll show you when he is all done. Okay, I just finished him and I am in love. It is crazy what adding eyes does to something. So here he is. Look how sweet. Oh my goodness, I added his nose. I also didn't even realize I hadn't done his nose, so that's funny. But yeah, he's looking absolutely adorable. So I made him completely with Elise Voluto 6mm hook. Embroidered eyes. I do have a tutorial for how I embroider my eyes, so I will have that up here somewhere linked, hopefully. Otherwise, I'll put it down in the description, but I do have a tutorial for that if you're interested. Look how sweet he is. So cute. And I will have the pattern linked down in the description. This is my own pattern. There is sewing. You sew the horns to the head and the head to the body. Got his little tail back here. Too cute. I'm in love with him. This was a fun challenge. Difficult, but fun. So let me know what you think of how we did down in the comments. And let's do a little mountain emoji down in the comments for making it all the way to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!